It is gonna be Cody Epperson. Alright. YouTube. Alright. You know what? Screw this. We're skipping tutorial. We're going straight into war. You want to see this right guy? It's typing Cody Epperson, and it's going to show, it'll show live, but it's going to have like a maroon truck on here. Alright, right guy? And you too, Chris, if you can.
Okay,
I'll show you the gameplay of Madden 17. Are you on there, right guy? We're starting this gameplay, guys. Christian, hello, Christian Chitwood. How are you today?
Good. Bomb.
Wait, that's you, Chris? Oh, okay. I didn't know it was you. Dude, if this really works out well, my internet is the bomb for me. Using my old videos, it would not work out at all. Is it playing for you?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
So right now it's still working.
It's the Giants coming in at 6-6, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 12-0. With kickoff straight ahead, let's check in with the two men who will be calling tonight's game. As we say hello to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. Coming to you from just off the New Jersey Turnpike.
Right now I'm 10-0 or 11-0 in season. All Madden.
Great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, and Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've handled all comers through the first 3 months, a perfect 12-0.
Yeah, they're 3/4 of the way to a perfect season,
rival.
and now's where it really starts to get into your mind. We'll see if it affects their play.
Are you ready for this, Chris?
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final
Currently I'm busy trying to keep up with the cigarette and
Whitehead on the return. Nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott.
You ready, right guy? Look at Elliott.
They run with a rookie. Here's Elliott. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He showed off the athletic juke, but it didn't buy him a whole lot of real estate. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And they better put that ball to the side, because with that catch, he's a new single-season receiving yards record holder.
What a fantastic year. And we saw it start early, didn't we, partner? Right out of the gate, we knew he was going to have a tremendous year, but who knew it would culminate in breaking this all-time record?
Your phone's going off, Dad.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Are you on there?
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll be led out by Eli Manning, the Giants' all-time leader in passing yards and touchdowns in his 13th season now.
I've always loved his demeanor. He's able to maintain an evenness to his play. Didn't matter whether he threw 4 interceptions or 4 touchdown passes. You really couldn't tell. And I think that's one of the great things that he possesses and attracted the Giants to him. I know the former GM loved that, but he also loved how he can elevate his game in big moments.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Jennings, and he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Here we go now with a look at the offensive starters for the New York Football Giants.
And Rashad Jennings, a running back, 7th-round pick when he came out. People tended to overlook him a little bit. But the last half of 2015, when he got the ball full-time, he showed his wares. Over 800 yards, he definitely has a 1,000-yard season in his future.
Now they'll throw it with Manning. It got his hand complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A great job pulling that one in from a guy who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. he has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it.
Yeah,
Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
receiver still gets a point there. Yeah. And you went that far back. No bueno.
But I'll tell you what.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Victor Cruz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And out now come the Cowboys. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive.
Oh, they stopped Elliott.
Should be backed up to the 25.
Oh, who's hurt?
And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Uh-oh, Elliott's holding ribcage, everyone. Elliott's not doing too well.
A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. One back is Morris. To throw is Prescott. Escobar with it over the middle. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do.
And now out come the Giants. And that last drive, a long drive,
well,
but not just that, they had a
ball.
great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
This is Jennings.
No, sir.
Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Jalen Smith out of Notre Dame. Partner, that's got to be one of the best stories in the NFL, seeing him out on the field.
Yeah, it really is. That injury that he had during the bowl game against Ohio State, boy, that hurt his draft stock. So nice to see him out there.
I had him rated as the top player in his class in 2016 before his injury. He ends up going in the 2nd round, and now he's starting to
try to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down here on a frigid December night. 7-all is the score. Back to MetLife Stadium in just a moment.
This present, you're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They take over first and 10 in excellent
Cowboy
field
football
position here. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they got across the 50 last time, but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they've got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team, because now your defense has to make that stand up.
First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. They'll try to run it with Morris. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Prescott on 3rd and 2. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Alfred Morris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Didn't have anything downfield, swung it out to the flat. He did the rest.
Such a staple of so many offenses we see now. You know, in our discussions with offense coordinators, how many times do they tell us, hey, this offense is designed for either a touchdown or a check down. We saw the check down on that play, and boy, was it successful.
We saw a touchdown, too. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll cut it out to the sideline. And he'll be stopped shy of the goal line here. So the lead will remain at 6 points.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's brought down after a good game. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jamarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One back is Morris. He'll get the football here. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Play action now, Prescott. And he's got his man. It's Escobar. Still on his feet. 23 yards on the play.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
They run with Morris. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They run again with Morris. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. He was looking for his tight end, James Hanna, and it's 4th down. And the Cowboys will call on Dan Bailey here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Gavin Escobar, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And the fake field goal works to perfection. You don't see it often, and they caught him by surprise.
And how about the guts to call it in that situation? Think you're going to get an easy 3? Instead, you turn it into 6.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They go screen play with Jennings. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Manning going to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Out on the right, this is Cruz. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty, but there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order one knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not even get to the line here as we'll get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the right side. Complete to Escobar. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, the hurdle. Oh, and not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I can't help it. I'm just sitting back in admiration right now. This defense tells everyone that plays against them, you're not beating us running the football. That's who we are. That's what we're about. It's not going to happen. If you're going to beat us, you better pick another way.
They run again with Jennings. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the Hey, you. Yeah, you. I'm just kidding. I don't know who you are. But if you're John, bet you're pretty freaked out for a second. All right, let's get to the third quarter. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The defense for the Cowboys getting set to go. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. They'll begin the drive with Rashad Jennings. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move.